First Corinthians chapter 11. And we have been talking about the purpose of the Lord's table. First Corinthians 11:23 to 26, the purpose of the Lord's table. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. Betrayed. Bakit ba betrayed? Who betrayed the Lord? Nakakalimutan na natin yan, no? He was betrayed with a what? He was betrayed with a kiss. Ha? Ang signal for the arresting group of people, the person that they will arrest is the one to whom Judas will plant the kiss. Ito po yung customary way of kissing in the Oriental. Actually, up to now, that's still being practiced. Among the Arabs, diba? Yung mga yan. Okay sa kanila yun. Middle East people. Sabi ni Paul, makapatian kayo ng banal na halik. Makabati kayo ng Iglesia ni Cristo. Mga Iglesia ni Cristo. So sabi ni Judas, ang bibigyan ko ng halik, yan ang daputin nyo. Tumawid na ng Panginoon, Rabbi, sabi niya, meaning guro or master. Kaya sabi ng Panginoon during the observance of the Passover, the night wherein he instituted the supper, to whom I will give the sop. The sop is the part of the meal. And usually the host will give to an honored guest or to an honored friend. Kaya even up to the last minute with Judas, he did not consider Judas an enemy. Kaya sabi sa book of Psalms, my own familiar friend hath lifted up his heel against me. So that is a prophetic statement of David. Prophetic, na maaaring binanggit niya yan tungkol kay Ahithophel. You remember who Ahithophel was? His number one counselor who defected and joined Absalom in the coup d'etat. Very wise man at kumampi kay Absalom. Kaya nang sinabi parang ni David guarding Ahithophel, my own familiar friend that lifted up his heel against me. Pero meron siyang prophetic application, no? Because the same thing took place and happened with regards to the Lord and Judas Iscariot. So may pagka-prophetic. Same thing with what David said na, my God, diba statement din yan sa Psalms? Psalm 22, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Maraming prophetic statements sa book of Psalms. Sabi ni David, I am no man, I am warm. But do you know what kind of warm that is? That is the kind of warm being used for color garments. Para maging mapula ang isang damit, isang pula ang tela, mapulang-pula, really red. It must come from a type of worm. Kapag kinatas yung worm na yan, papupulahin talaga niya yan, no, ang kasuotan. Pero pa mga prophetic statement na they cast lots over my vesture. So, the Lord was betrayed, and he was sold by Judas for 30 pieces of silver, and even the amount itself was prophesied. Zechariah 12:14, pakikip nga, or 14:12. If you think good, give me my price, and if not, forbear. So they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver. Zechariah 14:12 or 12:14? Pero nga naman, no? The prophecy regarding the cell of the Lord. That's a big amount. Enough to buy a field, which they call akeldama. Meaning what? Ano yung bukid? Pinangalan ng akeldama ng mga pare. Sabi nila, we cannot use this money. Dahil binalik niya Judas, di ba? Yung 30 pieces of silver, sinoli niya, ayaw nang tanggapin ng mga pare, bahala ka dyan. Sabi niya, I am guilty of betraying an innocent man. Sabi ng mga Pharisees, bahala ka dyan, bahala ka sa buhay mo. At iniyagis ni Judas yung supot ng pera. And then sabi na, we cannot put this money into the treasury because this is the price of blood. And they instead use the money to buy a field to be used as a cemetery for the strangers or foreigners. And they call the field akeldama, which means what? Anong meaning ng akeldama? The field of blood. Alaga ng dugo. Nakita niyo na yung Zechariah? 11:12. If you think good, give me my price. And if not, forbear. So, andyan yung propesya ng halaga ng pagkakabenta sa Panginoon ng isang bugas. So, they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver. Let's turn to 1 Corinthians 11. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. So itong mga details na ito are details of the Passover and the institution of the supper that the Apostle Paul received directly from the Lord and not by way of tradition, not by way of teaching received from the earlier apostles. Verse 24, and when he had given thanks, that's the participle of Eucharisteo, gave thanks. What familiar word can you remember? Eucharisteo is Eucharist, which is the other name used to refer to the Lord's Supper. Kung alam nga, ang Eucharist ng mga Katoliko cannot be considered the supper of the Lord because it is conducted during the day. And not only that, yung kanilang hostya na ginagamit, which is supposed to symbolize the body of the Lord, was instead used to symbolize the sun. That's why it is what? Round. It will be round in shape. Hindi natin matiyak kung anong klaseng tinapay yan, ano? Ang pakiwari ko parang parang apa. Diba? Ito may apa ng ice cream. Parang ganun yata ang hostya, no? Parang may libadura yata yan eh. So bakit walang leaven when the Lord's Supper was instituted? Because during the celebration of the Passover, there must not be anything that is leavened around. Wala dapat makain anumang bagay na may leaven during the Passover celebration. And that was also the time when the Lord's Supper was instituted. Kaya walang leaven. At nakakatiyak tayo na ang ginamit dyan ng Panginoon sa Lord's Supper ay unleavened bread. So we cannot change the symbol, because if we change the symbol, we will be changing the meaning. And we are not at liberty to do that or to change anything. Kaya nga na na-preserve yung meaning ng Lord's Supper because we preserve the symbols used. When there is constant change of the elements, mawawala yung faithfulness doon sa meaning ng symbols. Kaya sa ating elements to be used, it must always be the unleavened bread, symbolizing the sinless body of the Lord. And it must be what? The fruit of the juice of the grape. Sabi lamang sa atin, the cup. And He gave them the cup. But obviously, we don't drink the cup. Ang iniinom dyan ay yung content ng cup. Sabi ni Panginoon, let this cup pass over me, yet not my will, but thine be done. That is the cup of death. So, ano yung content ng cup? Obviously, they came from the land of the vineyard. Palestine and Assyria and Lebanon are all countries of the vineyard, the land of the vineyard. Maraming bansa ang nag-grow din ng grape, pero nothing is similar to that grows from Hebron or Eshcol or those coming from Israel. And as a testimony to that, when Joshua sent 40 spies, after 40 days of spying the land, they came back with some evidence. Hindi lamang visual ang kanilang dalang report. They brought sample of the fruit of the land. At anong sample ang dala nila? Isang isang piling ng saba ang kanilang bibit? Hindi yung isang piling ng saba. Kundi isang piling ng ubas. Hindi mo tinatawag ng piling, hindi bunch. No? At kinailangan na yung bunch of grapes, kinailangan ko na tuhugin ang kahoy at ilagay sa balikat ng 2 tao. Hindi pa po ako nakakita niyan kahit sa Divisoria. Na yung grape po pag binuhat mo ganyan, kailangan 2 taong bubuhat, kailangan tuhugin ng 2 taong pipigyahin nila sa balikat nila. Ganon, kaganda kaya nga, it's a land flowing with what? Flowing with milk and honey. Una, akala ko may spring ng gatas, bumubukal ng gatas at bulot. Hindi ko ganon. The land was so fertile. Kapag nag-grazing mga hayop, maganda silang mag-deliver ng meat at ng wool at ng gatas. Magaling silang mag-produce ng gatas. So it's a place so fertile. Kaya nga, daming giants dun Ang dahilan siguro, maraming gigante. No? Of course, they came from the line of the giants. So it's a good place, Israel. So we stick to the proper element, the unleavened bread and the fruit of the vine. In our church, what we use is what? Regarding the liquid element, the bread is the unleavened bread. Kaya hindi tayo open doon sa monay o kahit anong klase lang ng tinapay, banjo, o anong available, skyflakes. I'm not even sure kung skyflakes may ano ba yan, may alsa. Ewan ko lang, meron ba yan? Meron din. Hindi mo pwede. Kailangan ko tayo na lang ang gumawa. Unleavened bread and the kind of juice. Yan. The unfermented wine. For us, sa atin, ayan po ang mas accurate element. Kasi po, whether fermented or unfermented, both will fall to the category of wine. Because wine is a generic term, it is not exclusively used to refer to the alcoholic drink. Hindi exclusively na yun lamang ang matatawag na wine. In those days, people, they will never call their juice. When they have a juice, they will always call it wine. Whether fermented or unfermented, nobody calls it juice. They always call it wine. So when the Lord turned water into wine, hanging katapayan, ng tubig, He transformed it and converted it from water into wine, what do you think? What do you think is the wine made by the Lord? Was it the fermented or the unfermented? Of course, the Lord will not contradict Himself. The Lord will not contradict His own principle. God will never violate His principle of holiness. Sabi niya, there is a kind of wine that is deceptive. There is a kind of wine that is poisonous. The poison of asps are under their lips. At the end, it biteth like a serpent. So there is a poisonous wine. And there is a wine which is a mocker. There is a wine which is a symbol of God's wrath. There is a wine which is a symbol of sin, symbol of misery, symbol of judgment. And it cannot always be the same wine in the Bible. Because there is another kind of wine that is the symbol of the Lord's blood, symbol of abundance, symbol of blessing, symbol of life. And it's a kind of wine that is being endorsed, which gives happiness. Ang uri ng elemento na nagbibigay ng katuwaan, and it's being endorsed even to women and children. Kaya between the two, meron pong prohibited at meron ina-endorse. There's a wine wherein we are being warned, we are being told to beware of, at meron pang wine na ina-endorse sa atin. Kaya between the two, alin ang mas mabait na wine dito? Alin dito ang harmless? Alin dyan ang harmless? Needless to say, no? It is the between the fermented and the unfermented wine. Ito pong unfermented and harmless. Yan ang magsisimbolize ng dugo ng Panginoon. Magsisimbolo ng kanyang pagpapala. Reach the land of corn and wine. Sometimes the word wine is being used to address the fruit itself. Hindi pa nag-juice, hindi pa napipisa, nasa puno pa lang, nasa halaman pa lang, they call it wine. I've reached the land of corn and wine. Oh, beautiful land. Oh, beautiful land. So verse, let's continue reading. And when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, take it, this is my body which is broken for you. So we have said that the word broken is not in the original because it was recorded for us in the Bible. Not one bone of the Lord will be broken. In John 19:33, let's take a brief look at that verse. John 19:33 to 36. But when they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they brake not his legs. But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water. And he that saw it bare record, and his record is true, and he knoweth that what he saith true, that ye might believe. For these things were done, that the scriptures should be fulfilled, a bone of him shall not be broken. So who witnessed and wrote these things? John the Beloved. Sabi niya, ang witness ko, totoo ito. I am an eyewitness to all these things. So he was referring to himself. And he provided for us an accurate information that not one bone of the Lord is broken, that the scripture might be fulfilled. Kaya nakita niya nung binabali na ng mga Roman soldiers ang tuhod ng mga nakapako, there is no need for them to do it. Because upon seeing the Lord that he is already dead, there is no need for the Lord's legs to be broken. Question: why is there a need for the soldiers to break legs? That's an act of mercy actually. So as not to prolong the agony. Kasi hanggang ang tuhod ng nakapako ay malakas, hanggang ang tuhod niya ay kayang i-push ang sarili mataas, that criminal can still gasp for air. And that will prolong his life. Kasi po yung mga pinapako, usually they die of asphyxiation. And they are so closely pressed against the wall or against a piece of wood, ang hirap huminga niyan. Pag ikaw ay exhausted na, pagod ka na, ibibigay mo na lang ang katawan mo. Pero pag hindi ka na makahinga, para habol mo yung buhay mo, you will need to push yourself up to gasp for air. At pag nakahinga ka na, magkakaroon na naman ng relief sa iyong lungs. Medyo nare-relax ka na. Pero hanggang naka-push ka sa taas, yung pain, lumilipat sa paa, because the weight of your body will all be there in your feet na nakapako. And when your feet can no longer bear the pain, you will release the weight para magkaroon ng easement sa iyong pagkaramdam, comfort sa iyong paa. So, marerelax yung pain sa paa mo, but the pain will be transferred to where? Your hands or your arms. Doon naman nilipat. Dahil yung buong bigat ng katawan mo, bibit-bitin ng pako, ng kamay mo na nakapako. And it will be like that for that whole day, from 9 a.m. in the morning. And if without intervention, the Lord will have suffered the same thing. 6 na oras ang sinapor ng Panginoon before He finally yielded His spirit or His soul. Kaya sabi nila, para hindi na magtagal ang buhay at mag-prolong ang agony, what the soldiers would normally do is what? Aside from giving their victims vinegar mixed with gall, mixture po yan para maging antiseptic at para hindi makaramdam ng pain. Pero nung matikman ng Panginoon, isinusok yan sa isang sponge, kaya ni sponge bag, at tinusok ng straw out of reed. At pinasipsip sa Panginoon, pero nung matikman ng Panginoon, ay kanyang ininuwa. Ayaw niyang tikman ng gamot na ginawa para sa kanila. At nung mabigkas na ng Panginoon ang kanyang 7 muling, ang kanyang 7 mga kataga sa krus, the 7 palabras, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I thirst. Woman, behold thy son. Son, behold your today you will be with me in paradise. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. For my God, why hast thou forsaken me? It is finished. O tetelestai. And then the last words of the Lord, into thy hands I commend my spirit. And He gave up the ghost. At exactly 3 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the Lord was already dead. And so therefore, there is no need for the soldiers to break the leg of the Lord. Pero yung dalawa, si Dimas at si Hestas, according to the tradition, si Hestas at si Dimas, but they were never named, Hindi mo na pangalanan sa Bible yan. Isa sa kanan, sa kaliwa, ay parehong binalihan ng paa. Kaya, hindi po totoo na merong broken bone ang ating Panginoon. So, in some credible and best manuscripts available, the word broken cannot be found. That's why if we will do the same reading without the word broken, we can just easily say, this is my body for you. This is my body for you. Ang aking katawan na ito para sa iyo. Of course, to the Jewish mind, the word body does not strictly refer to the physical body. To a Jewish mind, when you say body, it means the entirety of the life of the person. the entirety of his life, kanyang buhay. In the case of the Lord, it will also mean his earthly life, his sacrifice, his agony, his passion, his ministry, his incarnation, everything about the earthly life of the Lord. Pag sabi niya, this is for you. So our Redeemer is not only a Redeemer when he was on the cross, he was already a Redeemer during his entire earthly life. Kaya sabi ng Romans 10 verse 14 at verse 4, Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth. Meaning, yung entire law of the Lord, the entire moral law of God, pinulfill ng Panginoon since his youth, mula sa kanyang pagkabata, up to his dying moment, he fulfilled everything in the law. And that is the righteousness being referred here. Hindi yung kanyang righteousness being God, but his righteousness being obedient when he subjected himself under the law. He fulfilled everything in the law. He was righteous in that sense of being able to fulfill the whole law. And that is the kind of righteousness being imputed on us. Yung kanyang righteousness in obeying the whole law, the entirety of God's law, that is the righteousness of the Lord being referred as being imputed to us when we believe in Him. Romans 4:4, to him that worketh not, but believeth on Him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness. Paano naging righteousness yung ating faith? Dahil yung pagsampalataya mo sa Panginoon, yung kanyang righteousness in fulfilling the whole law, kaya ito ang ini-impute sa atin. So because of our position in Christ, when the Lord God looks upon us, He does not see a sinful me. He sees a righteous me in lieu or in view of the righteousness accomplished or performed by His Son being imputed on me. Dahil sa katwiran ng Panginoon, ng sunod niya ang lahat na nakasulat sa law. At dahil nanampalataya ko sa kanyang itong anak, na-impute sa akin yun. Yun ang nakikita ng Ama sa akin. Yun po ang righteousness na tinutukoy. Because God naturally is righteous, being God. Pero hindi yung righteousness na binibigay sa akin. Ang righteousness na binibigay ay yung kanyang righteousness by His fulfilling the law. And when God looks upon us as if we didn't violate any of the law, we are to Him a perfect human being na walang na-violate. Dahil yung righteousness ng anak niya, yun ang nakikita. That's the righteousness that is being imputed on us. Ngayon, sabi po rito, on the night that the Lord was betrayed, the Lord took bread. Actually, on that night, mga kapatid, as I said, they were celebrating the feast of the Passover. And we were not given to us the detail of the Passover, kundi yung detail ng Lord's Supper. Pero yung detail ng Passover, usually in the Passover, they would pass 4 cups. Ang order of the celebration of the Passover first would be, so in observing the feast of the Passover, ang pagkakasunod-sunod po niya would be first is the prayer. Prayer for the first cup. And then the first cup would be passed around. At patapos na mainom yung unang cup, there are 4 cups during the Passover. Ibibigay naman po yung bitter herbs. Siguro kung sa Pilipinas ito nangyari, hindi makakawala ang albus ng ampalaya. Ewan ko sa Arabia, may natatanda ka dyan ng mga bitter herb. Ano ba? Mga dahon-dahon, mapait. Sa ating bansa, ito nilang ang alam ko, no, na mapait. Kung sa bunga ng ampalaya, yung dahon niya, ikinakain din natin. Diba? Minsan, i-steam lang. Nalagay sa munggo. Bitter herbs. And then, In the order, ano pong susunod after the giving of the first cup and eating of the herbs? A short message will be given regarding the meaning of the Passover. And after a short message is given to the meaning of the Passover, they will sing the first part of the hymn. So, awitin po nila yung hymn, also known as the Hallel. And Hallel is composed of the 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 16 Psalms. From 113 up to 118. So, ang aawitin nila sa Hallel is the first part. And the first part of the Hallel would be from 113 up to 114 usually. Yan ang kanilang aawitin. So, isa-isahin po natin. Baka gusto nyo mag-Passover sa bahay. Alam nyo yung mga order. Baka meron kayong mga mini menorah sa bahay. Alam nyo yung menorah? Yan. Sa mga sinagog, ng mga, ay sa simbahan ng Katoliko, meron yata nito eh. Ano? Pero kandila na, nakatusok. O ako tatanungin, dapat pinag-simbol ng Israel. Pero ginagamit ng Israel ngayon na simbol sa kanilang flag. Actually, a cultic symbol, sabi nila Star of David. But actually, a symbol for cults. Simbolo yan ng kulto. Kung hindi kulto, occultism. O simbolo ng mga New Age. Simbolo ng mga One World Order people. New World Order people. Sila may mga secret agenda sa mundo ito. Nagsasa kanilang mga secret symbols. Kung pamimiliin, mas maganda pang simbolo ito. O kaya yung Ark of the Covenant. Tama ba? Ilagay mo sa plan mo, Ark of the Covenant. Pag gira naman, yung bit-bit nila, di ba? Nakikita sa Philistines, bit-bit nila, Ark of the Covenant. O kaya yung menorah. So, after the singing of the first part of the Hallel, ano pong susunod dyan sa celebration ng Passover? The second cup will be passed. Dalawang baso. Sabi ko, 4 na baso, no? Ang iniikot. Oo, sige na nga. Hindi na alam nyo. Alam ng term. Tagay. So, the second cup will be passed around, and then the host will break the unleavened bread. So, pag puputol-putulin, yung tinapay na walang levadura. Ang ganda yata, tayo na magputol-putol dito, no? Kaso sa dami natin, matagalan tayo. Okay lang sa inyo? Alas 10 tayo eh. Puputulin ko ng maliliit yung mga... So, magputol na siguro ako ng konti. Pre-cut na yun, di ba? Para mabilis tayo, no? So, unleavened bread. After the eating of the unleavened bread, it will be followed by the eating of the main meal. And when it says the main meal, it is actually the lamb, roasted lamb. Yan, yan ang kanilang main meal. Tapos na makain yung unleavened bread, tsaka nila kakainin yung ulam o yung main meal nila, consisted mostly of roasted lamb. Yan daw ang paboritong pagkain ng mga Arabo, ano? Kaya marami sa kanila, may mga ano na. Hindi lang sa mango, yung maaga nagkakarayuma, nagkaka-arthritis, dahil sabi nung asawa ng minsan ng misis na matagal doon sa Saudi, halos puro mantika daw yun eh. Ang malaman lang na sa tupa, yung bandang paa. Pero the rest of the body, halos puro mantika na yan. Puro mantika. Pag niluluto ng matagal, nawawala naman, nalulusaw. Halos puro sebo, puro mantika natitira, nakakala naman. Gusto rin nila yung yung sebo niya. Nilalagay sa kanin niya. Binubuo siya, binabaso yan, nilalagay sa kanin. Lalagyan ng konting asin at isang baso mantika ng ulam. Yun. Yan ang kanilang main meal. So after the main meal, it will be followed by prayer. After the prayer, the third cup will be passed around. And after the third cup will be the singing of the rest of the Hallel. Hallelujah. The word Hallel means praise. When we say Hallelujah, it means praise ye the Lord. Praise Jehovah. Praise ye Jehovah. Hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord. So Hallel means praise. So the third cup is passed around, and then the rest of the hymns was sung. At pag naawit na yung awitin, and then the last cup, or the fourth cup, which symbolize the coming kingdom, will be drunk immediately before leaving. Before they dismiss, at sila mag-uwian, inumin nila yung ika-apat na tagay, at saka sila alis na. Ganon. Sa palagay niya, mga kapatid, nung nasa ika-ilang cup na sila, biglang binago ng pangalan ng Passover. Sabi niya, this is the cup of the new covenant. Saan kaya banda dyan? Na biglang binago ng Panginoon ang symbolism ng Passover. From remembering the Exodus to Canaan, you know, the bread represents the Exodus. And the blood, the cup would symbolize the blood of the lamb smeared on the doorposts and lintels of their houses would now come to symbolize the blood of the Lord being shed for many, which ratified the new covenant. The old covenant was repeatedly ratified by the blood of animal sacrifice. Pero yung new covenant was once and for all ratified by the shedding of the blood of the Lord. So sa palagay niyo mga kapatid, nasa ikailang cup yan, biglang binago ng Panginoon. Ito yan, nasa ikatlo na sila. Because it was followed by the hymn. Sabi ng account ni Matthew sa atin, and when they sang an hymn, they went up into the Mount of Olives. Bigla-bigla, iniba ng Panginoon yung meaning of kanilang Passover. So the bread that had represented the Exodus now came to represent the body of the Lord. And when you say the body, hindi lamang po ito yung physical body, but the entirety of His earthly life, work, sacrifice, and everything. And then, the word for you, balikan natin ng 1 Corinthians 11, which is broken for you, 24. And when he had given thanks, Eucharisteo, he broke it and said, take it, this is my body, which is broken for you. Two beautiful words used in the New Testament, for you. Alam niyo po, lahat ng sacrifice ng Panginoon, wala naman yan para sa Kanya. It's all for us. Although everything will redound His glory, lahat ay magtatapos din sa Kanyang kaluwalhatian. But first and foremost, ang ang kanyang nasa isipan, the thing in the Lord's mind is us. Tayo ang nasa isipan ng Panginoon, ang kanyang ginawa. There's so much generalization being done in so many scriptures. Pero maganda na pag may nababasa tayo, personalize natin. Kagaya na ginagawa ni Paul, who loved me and gave himself for me. Imagine that as if you're the only reason, you're the only person, and the only reason why the Lord came down, who loved me and gave himself for me. So it's for us. It's for you. Everything that the Lord did, His sacrifice, His love, His mercy, His incarnate life, it's all for us. Now the cup that had represented the lamb's blood smeared on the doorposts and lintels will now represent the blood of the Lamb of God to ratify the new covenant. The old covenant, bakit ba old covenant and new covenant? It is not new in the sense of one replacing the other, but it is new in the sense that everything that the old pointed about, ito na yung fulfillment ng lahat ng pinopoint ng mga shadow in the Old Testament. Remember, the Old Testament is the shadow. Anong difference ng old sa new? Ang old, shadow. Sa new, it is the image. Sa old, it is the type. New is the anti-type. So, lahat po rin tayo malalaman. Mga paglalarawan, symbol, pero yung may-ari ng symbol, nandito na sa New Testament. So, lahat ng Old Testament types, shadows, and figures, all pointed to the Lord. Kaya nga nung makita na John the Baptist, ang Panginoon, sabi niya, behold the Lamb of God. He was not pointing to animal with 4 feet. Hindi siya tumuturo sa sanghayot na may 4 na paa, but he was pointing to the Lord. Sabi niya, this is the Lamb of God. Behold the Lamb of God. Hindi niya sinabi, behold a Lamb of God. Sabi niya, behold the Lamb of God. Ito na yung kordero na pinadala ng Diyos para sa ikapapatawad, ikababayan ng kasalanan ng sa mundo. He is the Lamb. Sabi ng Hebrews chapter 10, and almost all things are being cleansed by the blood. For without the shedding of blood is no remission of sins. Hebrews 9. Chapter 10, for it's not possible that the blood of bulls and goats can take away sins. Or otherwise, kung pwede sana yun, there is no repeat of those things from year to year. Wala na dapat repeat of offering the same animal, the same sacrifice year by year. Kung ang guilt nai-erase. Anong kaya nga yung mga Old Testament saints at death, wala pang nga diretso sa langit di ba? Tama? Pag namatay ang Old Testament saints, where do they go? They go to Abraham's bosom, waiting for the coming of the Messiah. Kaya nang dumating ng Panginoon, resurrection, He led captivity captives. He brought all these Old Testament saints into God's presence. Kakalabang nakatugtong ng langit si Adan. Kakalabang nakatugtong ng langit si Abraham, David, mga Old Testament saints. Dahil yung Mesiya, tunay na magbubuo ng dugo ay hindi pa dumadating. Sabi ng Hebrews 10:14, for by one offering Christ hath forever perfected them that are sanctified. Lo, in the volume of the book, I came to do thy will. The volume of the book, it is written of me. Ayon at handog ay hindi mo ibig, therefore a body hast thou prepared me. At isang katawan na inihanda ng Ama para sa kanya. Sabi ng verse kanina, Hebrews chapter 1 or chapter 2, for the purpose of death. We needed the body for the purpose of death. At hindi natin mapapatay ang Diyos because He is Spirit. Without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sins. But the Spirit will not bleed. Whose blood must be bled. Kaninong dugo ang kailangang mabubo para sa kapapatawad ng kasalanan? Dugo ng Diyos. But God will not bleed. So He needed to have a body. That's why a body was prepared for Him. Sabi ng verse, for the purpose of death. Because the wages of sin is death. Ang kabayaran ng kasalanan ay kamatayan. And so therefore the Lord died as payment for our sin. So it is a new covenant in the sense that all the Old Testament shadows pointed to this. So this new deliverance is not deliverance from Egypt to Canaan, but deliverance from bondage, deliverance from hell, deliverance from Satan, from Satan's realm to God's heaven. So we come to the supper this time, not to remember the Exodus, not to remember the Red Sea crossing. When we approach the supper of the Lord, we remember the Lord and His sacrifice. Yan ang ating alalahanin. And then the latter part of the passage, sabi nito, which is broken for you, this do in remembrance of me. After the same manner also He took the cup, when He had stopped saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood, this do ye as oft as you drink it in remembrance of me. Ano niyo po yung expression na this do? That connotes or indicates a command. So, Lord's Supper, or partaking in the Lord's Supper is a command. Meaning, not to partake of the Lord's Supper is not only disobedience, it is sin. Hindi ka lamang sumusuway, ikaw ay nagkakasala sa Diyos. We cannot be faithful to our Lord na yung kanyang malinaw na command sa atin, this do in remembrance of me, na ayaw natin gawin. Kaya nga na ito talagang bilang ang ultimate solution. This is the final solution. Sa kaso natin redeemed already, still living in unredeemed flesh. Naawit natin, redeemed by the blood. Yes, that's true. We redeemed by the blood. We are all redeemed people still living on unredeemed body. Hindi maiwasan minsan na kahit tayo mga Kristiyano na, nagkakaroon tayo ng lapses. Nagkakaroon ng wayward tendencies. May mga panahon na parang gusto natin lumayo muna sa Panginoon. Pansamantalang maglaylo sa kanyang gawain. O put our attention or interest on something else. At least ng Panginoon. Minsan nagkakaroon ng ganyang tendency. Minsan mayroong mga pagsisisi sa ilang Kristiyano, bakit maaga sila naligtas? Hindi na tuloy nila ma-enjoy yung kasalanan ng sanlibutan. Sana, masave sila nung medyo napagsawaan na nila lahat ng kasalanan. Meron mga ganyan minsan. Kaya, sabi nila, mag-backslide ako, kahit mga 3 months lang, babalik din na 3 months lang. Ano lang masubukan? Tikman ko yung kasalanan, masubukan niya. Nagsisisi pa Hindi naman tuloy-tuloy. Pansamantala lang. Binabargain pa Panginoon. Alam niyo po mga kapatid, tuwing sasabay ang ating pag-alaala ng mapuno ng Panginoon. Yun yung huling pagkakataon na naitutuwid natin ang ating mga sarili. Kasi pag hindi ka nagpartake, nagkakasala ka, umiiwas ka. At ang pag-iwas mo, nakakahulugan yan, na may pagnanais ka pang magpatuloy on your course of living na hindi ka nais-nais, hindi ka tanggap-tanggap sa Panginoon. nahihiya ka magpartake kasi you're living in sin. Tama ginagawa mo, nahihiya ka. Pero mali rin na hindi ka magpapartake dahil nangangahulugan niya na wala ka pang balak iwan yan. At kung wala ka pang balak iwan yan, again, you're also living in sin at nag-aantay sa iyo ang judgment ng Panginoon. So you cannot partake carelessly na kahit unworthy ka, partake ka ng partake. You are living in sin, partake ka ng partake. Kain ka ng kain ng hapunan ng Panginoon. Kahit pero hindi ka rapat dapat sa buhay, you are being careless in your partaking of the Sabbath of the Lord. At yun namang umiiwas, you will never be safe. You will never be safe as well. Hindi ka rin magiging safe. Kaya kung umiiwas, nahiya ka, ako dahil kaya, ayaw mo pang iwan ang iyong uri ng pamumuhan. So, nag-abstain ka, anong ibig mo sabihin? Gusto mo bang magpatuloy? Hahabulin ka rin ng judgment ng Panginoon. Hahabulin ka rin ng kanyang chastisement. So, you cannot partake carelessly nor abstain from the supper of the Lord safely. Kaya natin direct course lang sa'yo. Get right with God. Ayusin mo na naman ang sarili mo sa mga. Kaya ano yan nag-co-complement baptism and Lord's Supper. Ano binabantay ng Lord's Supper? The baptism. Baptism guards the door. Baptism is the entrance to the church. Baptism guards the door to the church. While the supper guards or maintains the spirituality of the church. Hindi tayo nalilito o confused kung sinong miyembro sa hindi, sino may accountability sa church sa wala. Dahil alam natin kung sino ating miyembro. At the same time, binabantayan din ito. Our spirituality as a church is kept in balance or kept in check by the celebration of the supper. Let every man examine himself, and the Apostle tells us. Meaning, meron mga dituwid sa ating buhay bago mag-partake ng Lord's Supper, ay iwanan na natin. Verse 26, for as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not respecting or not discerning the Lord's body. So, yung hindi, o yung pagpartake ng unworthy sa hapunan ng Panginoon, that is partaking unworthily. And you are inviting the chastisement of the Lord. Sabi ni Apostle Paul, for this reason, many of you are already sick. There are so many sick people among you. And if they are not sick, ano pang nangyari? Many are already asleep. And that is euphemism for being what? Dead. Para mas magaga sa tayo ngayon, at marami sa inyo ay pinatulog na ng Panginoon. Hindi pinatay na ng Panginoon. Medyo, pinatulog na ng Panginoon. Many of you are already asleep. Binawian ng buhay ng Panginoon. And there is such a thing as sin and death. Mahalaga po ang gawain ito natin gagampanan. Gagampanan po natin ang ipag-iingat. Gagampanan po natin yung tuwid natin ating mga sarili sa mga relasyon sa Panginoon ating kapwa. Let's rid ourselves of all bitterness and anger and prejudices, sexual or racial, and the feeling of superiority to anybody. Ano po wala lang yan. We not all with the same body. We will not all drink from the same cup and eat from the same bread. So this is a call or a message of unity and oneness. So as we partake of the supper, we do not offer a new sacrifice. As we partake of the supper and celebrate the supper of the Lord, we remember His sacrifice. And as we remember His sacrifice, we dedicate ourselves or rededicate ourselves in faithful obedience and faithful service to Him. Yan ang ating ginagawa. Muli natin iniaalay, parang nire-renew natin ang ating commitment. Parang yung ginawa lang yan ni Tatay Grandolo, ni Anay ko, nire-renew ang kanilang commitment sa isa. May papangako ko lang sa iyo basta mahal mo ako. Hindi po natin iniaalay ang ating sarili sa Panginoon hanggang sa kanyang pagkakaroon. So to God, give me the grace to remain faithful until He comes back. We do show the Lord's death till He comes. Kaya mo ang ating ginagawa sa Lord. Tayo po tumayo, Brother Trevor.
Yes, indeed, our Heavenly Father, we just thank the Lord for again we can have a chance to commemorate again our Lord's death because of us, because of our sin. And by it, may we live, Lord, according to the course that Thou hast given us. May just make us faithful, Lord. Make us be aware of Thy presence in our lives, and make us aware also that the attention of this world is getting us to get away from Thee. May we just cause our members to know, Lord, their role in this church. May each and every one of us know our position before Thee, that we are servants, Lord, and we hope to please Thee and Thee alone, Lord. Lord, please just give us safety along the way, and may you just bring us back this coming Lord's Day or Wednesday night, and may each and every one of us be ready, Lord, so that there's no hindrance for us to partake of that precious moment. Father, we just commit everything up tonight here. In Jesus' name, we ask for this to pray.
Amen. Bago po tayo umuwi, tayo po mag-witness sa baptism at may choir practice tayo.